Welcome to the Federation News Minute. I'm Jean-Luc Pulaski. While docked at Douglas Station today aboard the Cerritos, reportedly a queue turned all male crew members into frogs and all female crew members into pigs while screaming "Mana, mana." On Deep Space Nine today, Operations Chief Miles O'Brien was eaten by voles when he accidentally dropped his hyperspanner into an isolinear bank and in an effort to retrieve it, was mauled by the Cardassian vermin. The good news is, he's no longer suffering. Aboard the Starship Voyager this morning, replicators were down, and were told that without her morning coffee, Captain Janeway busted her ops officer down to crewman, saying he won't put his clarinet before his duties again. The planet Boleus experienced a malfunction at its waste extraction treatment plant. Reportedly, half the capital city was dissolved by a river of acid. We'll have more on that as the story develops. For the Federation News Minute, I've been Jean-Luc Pulaski. Thanks for tuning in to the Federation News Minute. I'm a pig in a poke. In a campaign speech, Federation President Jarish Inyo promised that if re-elected, he'd shut down the neutral zone and stop the flow of Romulan refugees. He claims they're eating all the tribbles, and in the wake of the Dominion War, he swears it would be the only way to make the Federation great again. In sports this week, the Earth Parisi Squares team took on the Qatarian Ambo Jitsu team in an intramural game of spring ball, calling it the ultimate evolution of sports. During a surprise inspection of the Farragut by Starfleet Security, 10 cases of Romulan ale, 5 barrels of off-brand Tulaberry wine, and several thousand counterfeit Ryzian Horgons were found. The captain was shocked by the contraband found, but declined to comment when asked why it was found aboard the captain's yacht. For the Federation News Minute, I've been a pig in a poke. Welcome to another Federation News Minute. I'm the man you want me to be. On Deep Space Station K7 yesterday, a tribble infestation caused a shutdown. Station manager Whit Lurie told the Federation News Network, "I didn't sign up to corral furries." A warning came out this week against eating non-replicated food, with Federation Undersecretary of Agricultural Affairs saying, "Don't put that stuff in your mouth, you don't know where it's been." Aboard Discovery, a broken spore canister reportedly left the crew on a hard trip from which they have not been seen since. Ferengi marauders have been accused of trying to steal a priceless gem from the Gamma Quadrant. When asked, the Grand Nagus of the Ferengi Alliance had no comment. The Klingon ambassador to the Federation this week said to their Earth counterpart, "Benach aal desod ach," to which the response was, "Yes." For the Federation News Minute, I'm the man you want me to be. Welcome to the Federation News Minute. I'm Julian Tiberius Mudd. An update today, the previously thought lost USS Hera has been found taking an unscheduled shore leave on Casperia Prime. Captain LaForge reportedly spent the entire ship's reserve of gold-pressed latinum chasing big wins with even bigger losses at the casino. As she was taken into security, she reportedly kept saying, "I almost made it back." Species 8472 once again probed into our galaxy. Matt the Whale swam into their fluidic space to deliver a photon torpedo that closed their rift. He's expected to receive the Christopher Pike Medal of Valor later this week. On Tuesday, the Galactic Fizzbin competition was won by Okana this year. His winning hand was reportedly a full Canary cargo hold. Tom Paris, cited for disorderly conduct, was piloting the Delta Flyer drunk. His wife is reportedly not happy. That's all for this Federation News Minute. I've been Julian Tiberius Mudd. This is the Federation News Minute, and I'm Odo Aubergenois. On a completely ocean world, the Greek god Neptune was found by the crew of the Cerritos. When he attempted to force the crew to worship him, Lieutenant Kimalu, with the help of a local merfolk, used the deity's spear against him, and left him pinned to the sea floor. Kimalu joins his crewmate Matt the Whale in receiving a Christopher Pike Medal of Valor. The Skrian refugees from the Gamma Quadrant have introduced a new ultra skincare cream called Gamma Gold. For when you're stuck on Tyree and you don't want to turn into a Skria, there's Gamma Gold. There have been rumors that the bluegills have returned and are strategically infecting Federation personnel. I assure you, there is no truth to these rumors, and you should forget you ever heard such scurrilous lies. For the Federation News Minute, I've been Odo Aubergenois. Thanks for tuning in to the Federation News Minute. I'm in the business of love. Former chief medical officer of the flagship Beverly Crusher got an angry visit from the leader of Daled 4, Saleya. After the discovery she was a grandmother, Saleya then demanded to know what plane of existence she could find Wesley Crusher on. Commander Jack Ransom of the Cerritos reportedly caused an incident during second contact with the Cinemopians. He reportedly tried to steal all the ceremonial churros they had made as part of the festivities. While attempting to move the Guardian of Forever today, it was uneventful and everything is fine. There were absolutely no time shenanigans that ensued. Whatsoever. For the Terran News Hour, I'm none of your damn business. Thanks for joining me for the Federation News Minute. I'm Skibbity Riz. The Duras sisters have announced the opening of a new gach restaurant with drive-up bube window. They promise that unlike their competitors, the milkshake machine will never be broken and brings all the pitachs to the yard. When a quantum anomaly opened in the rhomboid Droniger sector, a Federation time agent, a traveler, and a Q all showed up to protect the universe. But it instead turned into a fight over who was going to repair the timeline. A holodeck malfunction found Lieutenant Reg Barkley trapped for weeks with only holographic versions of himself to talk to. He's reportedly the happiest he's ever been. After much deep studying of the information in the Kirshara, it was found that Vulcans are actually supposed to enjoy Ponfar every 7 minutes, not every 7 years. For the Federation News Minute, I've been Skibbity Riz. Welcome to another Federation News Minute. I'm Tom Locarno. It was thought a naked time virus infected the USS Yorktown this week, but it turns out that staffing a ship primarily with Rysons and several dozen Deltan crew members that hadn't taken their oath of celibacy doesn't leave much time to get Starfleet duties done. The ruler of Metalis Prime died yesterday from an overinflated ego. Funeral services can be made by appointment in District 6. Just ask for the Red Lady. The Wadi visited planet Triskelion today for a high-stakes game of Chula. Betting parlors on Orion 3 are favoring the providers to best Chula before the 7th Shap. You at home can take advantage of their Mistress of the Winter Constellations promotion, where you can get 200 Quatlus worth of free bets when you make your first bet of just 50 Quatlus. Use promo code WinterMistress200 when wagering. For the Federation News Minute, I'm Nick Paris. Thanks for tuning in to the Federation News Minute. I'm a Mugado in a tribble suit. The Archons returned to Beta 3 this week and tried to reinstitute the Red Hour. Though it turns out it was just Ardra and her team trying to grift the populace after serving their mandated 6 months of community service in New Zealand. The Cation representative to Antica was reportedly chased up a 100-foot ancient tree by a pack of feral Anticans. It took a neutral team several hours and a bowl of warm Pyrithian bat milk to get them down. The secret police of the Romulans, the Tal Shiar, supposedly have a secretly secret spy, stealing secrets from Federation counterintelligence secret unit on dissemination of faux secrets. It's rumored Section 31 is planning to secretly make them a secret asset. This has been the Federation News Minute. I'm a Gamato in a tribble suit. Thanks for tuning in to another Federation News Minute. I'm... The entity the Enterprise D gave birth to came back from New Vertiform City and was distraught to find its mother had been destroyed. It vowed revenge on the Klingon boob windows responsible, only to find out they too had been destroyed. After the re-election of former Federation President Jareshenyo, there are rumors circulating of Romulan interference in the election. Though there is no salient evidence at this time, FNM will continue to follow up on this story. Ambassadors for the Gorn and Cardassians met on Tyree today, and reportedly accomplished nothing in their talks, just enjoying the sun. A Klingon with 3 penises was discovered. A Deltan with 3 vaginas reportedly renounced their oath of celibacy. For the Federation News Minute, I've been... This is another Federation News Minute. I'm Jack. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. All work and no play make Jack a dull dull boy. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. All work and no play make Jack a dull boy. All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. For the Federation News Minute, I've been Jack. Welcome to another Federation News Minute. This one is Derry Dendem. A representative of the Grisellas was detained on the Antedian homeworld this week after a series of disappearances of their citizens. The severed heads of the missing were found in a nearby cave. A Tamarian ship came across a pack-led ship looking for things to make it go. The pack-leds claimed to be smart, and the Tamarians kept saying one-liners from their stories. This ended in the two races staring at each other through the view screens for an hour, while not saying anything, before going their separate ways. In a follow-up visit by the USS Merced, the group of Irish settlers relocated to the clone planet Mariposa were shown Tom Paris's Fairhaven holodeck program and had to be removed by security before leaving orbit after they felt like they were, quote, home. For the Federation News Minute, this one's been Derry Dendem. This is the Federation News Minute, and I'm 2 peas in a pod. Omicron SETI Feelings flowers landed recently on Tasha Yar's home planet Tarkana 4, ending decades of anarchy and converting the population into space hippies. The Conscious Hollow program Professor Moriarty figured out he was in a fake hollow reality on Reg Barkley's desk. After escaping captivity, he proved that the universe we think we know is actually a reality within a reality. Captain Christopher Pike's hair was accidentally set on fire by a faulty plasma duct, lighting aflame the inordinate amount of hairspray he had used. While checking in on the resurrected Kai Opaka in the Gamma Quadrant, she was appalled to hear about the current Kai Wynn being in league with the Pa Wraiths, saying her Pa was weak. This has been the Federation News Minute, and I've been 2 peas in a pod. Thanks for tuning in to the Federation News Minute. I'm out of my comfort zone. Tribbles overtook the Klingon homeworld Kronos this week through sheer amounts of cuteness. Chancellor Gowron has vowed to defeat them in a dance-off. Despite his extreme positions, Pascal Fullerton has been confirmed as the next Federation president, vowing to pardon Admiral Layton and make him the new CNC of Starfleet. He's also expected to nominate Alixis as the new Undersecretary of Urban Development. 3 evolved salamanders showed up in Federation space this week, demanding to speak with Admiral Janeway. We at FNM reached out to the Admiral's office, and she had no comment. For the Federation News Minute, I'm out of my comfort zone. This is the Federation News Minute. I'm Tarius Tall. The crew of the Alhambra were studying a rock formation this week that has a certain similarity to ones throughout the galaxy. When it became sentient and attacked the away team, they reportedly beat the creature by throwing paper 3 times. Down in Voyager's lower decks, a crewman was sent to the brig for 2 days for causing a disturbance. He was apparently playing his guitar so loud on duty, while screaming the phrase "Bulls on Parade," it activated the wrong holodeck program, where Commander Chakotay was nearly trampled. Wesley Crusher was stranded on a desert planet for 40 days and somehow survived without water. There are reports of widespread cultural contamination and a new religious book that the locals are following in the wake of his stay. That's all the time we have for the Federation News Minute. I've been Tarius Tall. Thanks for tuning in to the Federation News Minute. I'm just the way I am. 2 thieves tried to steal Voyager while it underwent a baryon sweep at a Ladosian station. Through a series of unfortunate mistakes, Naomi Wildman was left on board and was able to foil the bandits' plans by setting a series of booby traps. The Sele attempted to invade the Cloacan homeworld this week. Fighting lasted for several days between the bird and reptile races, with the Cloacans repelling the invaders. They then reportedly traded some of their finest delicacy recipes to the Antikins for their recipe for broiled reptile. Miles O'Brien was summoned to Bajor after the close of the Dominion War to fend off a cloud creature known as the Del Rock, as some villagers' fears returned en masse after their Kai started worshipping the Pa-wraiths and was vaporized by them. For the Federation News Minute, I've been just the way I am.